everyone, thank you very much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make the first video. I asked on Instagram what kind of makeup tutorial would you like to see first, and a lot of requests were about smoky eye and how to achieve a wing eyeliner, how to do a cut crease. But today I decided that I will do the basics, which is how to achieve a flawless face and cream highlighting and contouring. It takes a little bit of time. This is not something that you're going to do every day. This is for a night out or a date. So without further ado, let's start our tutorial. I already have a clean face and clean hands. For my moisturizer today, I will do a combination of two, which the first one be the Too Faced Hangover Primer. And I'm going to put that all over my face. So this primer is going to not only prime and make a good base for your foundation, but it's also going to hydrate your skin. If you have oily skin, I'm not sure I will recommend this primer, though if you are combination skin like I am, I do recommend it. And then just use something on your T-zone to mattify. For my second primer, which is going to be used on my T-zone, I'm going to be using Pores No More by Dr. Brandt. I'm going to be listing all these products on the description box below if you guys are interested. Not sponsored by any of them. I went a little overboard. I took too much. But I'm just going to grab a little bit and dye it on the T-zone, which is where I have my large pore. I don't do it all over my face just because I want to give my face a little bit of dimension, and if I do that all over my face, it's just going to be very flat. I went and washed my beauty blender because I totally forgot it was dirty. You want to let your primer to sit on your face for a little bit before you apply your foundation. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using my favorite one of all times, which is the Becca Ultimate Complexion Cream. I'm going to apply one pump. If I need more, I will go back and get more. And I'm going to be applying my foundation with a brush today, which is my favorite foundation brush at the moment. I'll have a little bit of acne, and I will later do a video about that as well. Today is the time of the month, and I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh my god, I am full of acne. But you know what, it's fine. It's actually okay because I'm going to teach you how to cover all these imperfections. This is a full coverage foundation. Very full coverage. Beautiful finish, matte, but not like dry matte. It's like a nice matte. And what I like to do is apply a layer of this foundation, and I don't like to cake it over, and then just spot conceal with a concealer. That way you don't have a cakey face. So I think I'm going to apply a little bit more just in this lower area right here where my acne is acting up. I also have a bunch of food allergies, and it was Valentine's Day. I went out on a date and I had dessert, so this all caused this to happen. So I'm applying a little bit more here to cover those stubborn areas. If I have a little bit of it there, my skin goes all crazy. Alright, so I went over with my brush. I applied my foundation all over. And the reason why I like to do this is because, first of all, you save more product. You don't waste as much product if you go with a brush than just going with a beauty blender. And I feel like I get a little bit more of coverage. And then I go over with my beauty blender to just make everything look a little bit more natural. You might not always get it right with the Sephora peeps. Sorry, Sephora. Always tell them to match it to your neck and arms. Like if you compare my hands to my face, it's basically the same. I don't ever match it to my face because my face is lighter than the rest of my body because I exfoliate and do all these brightening masks. Next, I'm going to spot conceal using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer on the shade Ginger. I am spot concealing this little spot here and I'm going to just use my ring finger to blend it in. I was never into makeup before I started getting acne, so I guess it was a blessing in disguise. Alright, and so if you're a mommy and you're tired, of course you need to conceal your under eye. I conceal and highlight at the same time. So what I'm going to use the same concealer in the shade Ginger is because it has a warm undertone. Basically, when you have under eye bags or under eye circles, not really bags, but circles, the color is kind of bluish, grayish, so this kind of peachy tone is going to cancel it out. I also like to conceal my nose. This sounds crazy, but I have oily T-zone, as I told you guys before, and I feel like if I don't do this, my foundation is not going to stay. So I do that on my oily areas, which is my nose and my forehead. And then I go over with my favorite concealer, which is the Tarte Shape tape on the shade Light Medium, and this is going to help me highlight as well. So I'm just going to do it right here on the sides. I'm not huge on nose contouring because I haven't found a technique that I love for it, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it today. Right now I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just going to do a little bit on my forehead, and then I'm just going to do a thin line on my nose because I do like to highlight the bridge of my nose. And then I will grab a beauty blender. By the way, the beauty blender needs to be damped, not dry. That way it blends on your product nice and smooth. So I start out under my eyes. And blending everywhere where you applied. And then your nose, of course. So after your concealer is applied, what I like to do immediately before it creases is that I like to bake. And baking is basically just putting a translucent powder and letting it cook for a little bit. So I'm going to be using the RCMA no color translucent powder. You can get it on Amazon, that's where I got it, and it's reasonably priced. Some people just bake their under eye, but I also like to bake my nose because I just feel like it keeps my makeup on, and a little bit on my forehead. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it for like a minute and then dust it off. And now I'm dusting it off. For contouring today, I'm going to be using the Light Contour Kit. And I'm not going to lie to you, this kit is not amazing. I don't love it. I actually went to Sephora today to try to find something different, and I was looking for another brand and they didn't have my shade, so I ended up walking out with nothing. But what I did was actually I added a few drops of the Inglot duraline. I use this, it's not a beauty oil, but it's like an oil for situations like this. So basically what contour and highlighting is, and you want to create some shade and light in your face, and that's going to accentuate your features. In order for you to have a guideline, you can do this, and then you have to see For example, my cheekbones are here. I wanted to do it right under my cheekbones. And I'm using the middle shade on the cream contour kit, which is a light sculpt. That's what it's called. So do the same thing on both sides. I'm going to add a little bit more of that oil because I'm just scared that I'm not going to blend it up. I'm drawing lines here on my forehead. I like to do it right in the middle, just on the sides, like that. And then, of course, under our chins, and our jawline to hide the double chin, right? Let's just do, again, I don't do this with cream, but for the sake of this video, let's just do it, okay? You know what? I'm not going to do it because I already powdered, and I don't want to put cream over powder. So I will just contour with full powder today, because that's what I usually do. And then really quick, I'm going to grab the beauty blender and I'm going to start beating my face up. And you kind of want to blend upwards. So this takes a while. I'm not going to lie to you. This is why I don't contour. I don't do contour with cream on a regular basis. Just when I have like a special occasion, something special to do, and I want my makeup to really last, that's when I will do the cream contouring. Because it takes time. Alright, so 2 hours later, after this contour is all blended in. Oh crap, my powder just broke. It's okay. You can tell I really love this thing here. I have to go get another one. This is Makeup Forever HD pressed powder. I'm going to just dust my face with this, and I'm grabbing the Morphe E58 brush to powder my face, and I'm pressing the product into my skin. So we tap the pressed powder into our skin, and that's also going to give us that flawless look. Instead of dusting, we pat it in. And then we can, after we pat it in, we can just like kind of dust it off. Alright, next I'm going to finish the whole contour. I'm going to go over with the Anastasia contour kit, which this is the light to medium shade. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this corner shade here, which is, well, there's no name. I think that's the bronzing shade. And I'm just going to put it on this fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M527. And I'm just going to dust it on my face where we applied the cream contour before. I have to say, I feel like this contour kit is muddy. My cheekbones, jawline, and my forehead, I want to deepen the contour. I'm just going to grab a smaller angle brush, and I don't even have a name, but this is my favorite one. I got it at Marshall's once. And I'm going to go with that middle shade, which is a more taupe color shade, more neutral. Always tap up your brush. It's better to build it in than have too much product and not being able to take it off. So tap it in, and then just, this is going to help you sharpen your contour. And to contour my nose, I'm going to be using this middle shade as well. So basically you want to create 2 lines. And I'm using the Morphe M164. And then you kind of like, it all depends on the shape of your nose, what you're going to do. My nose is round, so this is why I do it this way. I'm going to grab a fluffier brush just to blend it in. You have to make sure it's nice and blended. Alright, and then I also like to go over and highlight the bridge of my nose again, and I'm going to be using Banana Shade. This is because I am medium toned and that shade is a few shades lighter than my normal skin tone. That Banana Shade in the middle, and blend. There you go. This was all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any comments you have on the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on social media. I'm going to post all that information, and also along with the products that I used today. It's been a pleasure to make this video for you today, and until next time, bye-bye. Hey, what's that? Quick cut. Obvious that I have an accent. All right.
Okay. It's recording.
Really?
Yeah.